today I'd like to share with you some ways that you can practice saying no. I know that for most of us, this is something we have great intentions to do better at because we all have such busy lives. But when it actually comes down to saying no, we find that we don't do it near often enough because we're in the habit of saying yes more than we're in the habit of saying no. So we have to actually practice and get in the habit of saying no too. And one of the best ways that you can do this is to use your journal to make a plan and write down in your journal where you're going to say no in the coming weeks. So today I am going to talk through with you some of the different ways that you can practice saying no, because in this journal we have a prompt for saying no. And I know that for many of our users, sometimes it can stump you. It's like, well, okay, what am I going to say no to this week? So I'm going to give you a number of different examples of places you can say no in your life so you can start creating more space for doing more of the things that you love to do. Because I know from my own personal experience that when I don't find enough things to say no to, that means all your time gets gobbled up by the things you have to do, and there seems to be no room left for things that are fun for you.
So one of the things I like to do when I can find time is to make bread, specifically sourdough bread. And while I do try to avoid gluten most of the time, I am a real sucker for fresh baked bread and butter. So that's one thing worth finding some extra time to say no to some things in my life for. I'd love to know what you would like to find more time to do. Shoot me what it is that you would like to do more of in the comments. But back to saying no. One good place to start is to take a look at your calendar. Do you really need to do everything on your calendar? Or could possibly someone else do some of it?
So a few other places you can practice saying no. One would be, where can you stop short of perfection? So maybe this looks like, how clean does your house really need to be? Or maybe like, for me, it's like, how many times do I really need to shoot that video one more time to exclude my husband making faces at me in the background? What can you keep from being perfect? And then the other thing, another area would be for habits that you want to change. What habits do you want to say no to? Are there things that are taking up your time from a habit perspective, such as picking up your phone first thing when you get out of bed in the morning, or while you're drinking your morning cup of coffee? Maybe another one with the phone might be taking your phone on a walk or to dinner with you. Maybe that's a place that you can say no.
So this week I had decided to say no to going to a place that was going to take me a while to drive to. So here I've written down to say no to excess, to simplify. And I often write down to say no to discouragement and to remind myself to say no to interruptions, things like that. And what about how many times you need to do regular chores around the house? Could you do those less often?
Another area that frequently makes it to my saying no list is for recognizing and saying no to stress. And I know for me, this was something that I really didn't realize how stressed I was for many, many years. And so I found later, after the impact started showing up physically in my body, and my body screaming at me that you're stressed, then I started noticing it. But there were cues there a long time before that I could have recognized, and that I still want to try harder today to recognize and stop when I notice them happening. So there's cues like, feeling maybe some tightness in the chest, or just that maybe tightness in the jaw for some people. Just maybe bouncing my knees around, because I'm like trying to hurry. That might be another indication. So all these indicators in your body, once you are able to get in the habit of recognizing and identifying them, you can help reduce your overall level of stress on a daily basis. So making an intention at the beginning of the week to say no to stress is a kind of a good reminder that I'm going to watch for this week, and when I notice it happening, I'm going to stop, I'm going to close my eyes, take a deep breath, let it go, a couple of those, and really allow you to intentionally relax your body instead of letting that stress continue. So that's another really great way of a saying no reminder that will help with your overall wellness.
I really hope you found today's video helpful and that you'll be able to find some more ways to practice saying no in your own life. And if you know a friend that might benefit from this as well, please be sure to share it with them. And in the meantime, have a great week.